Today we delve into the fascinating world of ancient Israel as recounted in the book of 1 Samuel chapter 4. Picture the scene: the Israelites, God's chosen people, facing a formidable enemy, the Philistines. It's a clash of civilizations, a struggle for dominance. The Philistines, known for their military prowess, pose a significant threat to the Israelites and their way of life. The Israelites, accustomed to God's protection, find themselves in a precarious situation. This isn't just a territorial dispute, it's a test of faith, a challenge to their very identity as God's chosen people. The Philistines, confident and aggressive, are a force to be reckoned with. Their presence throws the Israelites into a state of fear and uncertainty. The stage is set for a dramatic confrontation, a pivotal moment in the history of Israel. The outcome of this conflict, as we shall see, will have far-reaching consequences, not only for the immediate participants, but also for generations to come. It's a reminder that even the most devout people face trials and tribulations. The Philistines inflicted a crushing defeat upon the Israelites, leaving 4,000 soldiers dead on the battlefield. Desperate to turn the tide, the Israelites conceived a plan. They would bring the Ark of the Covenant, a sacred chest symbolizing God's presence, to the battlefield. The arrival of the Ark, carried by priests, sparked jubilation among the Israelite ranks. They believed that its presence would guarantee victory. However, their hopes would soon be dashed. The Philistines, far from being intimidated, fought with even greater ferocity, sensing an opportunity to deal a decisive blow. The ensuing battle was nothing short of disastrous for the Israelites. They suffered a humiliating defeat, with 30,000 soldiers losing their lives. The most devastating blow, however, was yet to come. The Philistines captured the Ark of the Covenant. It was an unthinkable catastrophe, a sign of God's apparent abandonment of his chosen people. The capture of the Ark sent shockwaves through Israel. How could their God allow such a sacred object to fall into enemy hands? The significance of this event was multifaceted. On one hand, it represented a profound spiritual crisis, a seeming separation between God and his people. For the Philistines, the capture of the Ark was a symbol of their triumph. They placed it in the temple of their god, Dagon, as a trophy of war. However, their victory was short-lived. Strange and unsettling events began to plague them, a clear indication that they had taken possession of something powerful and dangerous. The Philistines soon realized that the Ark was not a mere artifact to be paraded and displayed. It was a potent symbol of God's power, a force that could not be contained or controlled. Their attempts to subjugate it only resulted in chaos and affliction, a testament to the sovereignty of the God of Israel. The story of the Ark's capture and its consequences holds deeper meaning, pointing towards the coming of Jesus Christ. Just as the Ark represented God's presence among his people, Jesus, the Son of God, would become the ultimate embodiment of that presence. The Israelites' misplaced faith in the Ark as a guarantee of victory foreshadows the need for a different kind of salvation, one not rooted in outward rituals or objects, but in a personal relationship with God through Christ. The Ark, though sacred, was but a shadow of the true reality to come. The Ark's journey into enemy territory and its subsequent return can be seen as a parallel to Jesus' descent into death and his glorious resurrection. Just as the Ark brought judgment upon the Philistines, so too would Christ's sacrifice bring judgment upon sin and death. The news of the Ark's capture reached Eli, the high priest of Israel, who was also a spiritual leader. Eli, old and frail, had become complacent in his duties, failing to discipline his sons who were corrupt and disrespectful of God's laws. Upon hearing that the Ark had been captured and his sons had died in battle, Eli collapsed and died. His death symbolized the end of an era, a time of spiritual decline and laxity among God's people. Eli's demise serves as a stark reminder that spiritual leadership comes with great responsibility. His failure to uphold God's standards had dire consequences, not only for himself but for the entire nation. The events of 1 Samuel chapter 4 offer valuable lessons for believers today. It highlights the danger of misplaced faith, relying on outward symbols instead of a genuine relationship with God. The Ark, though significant, was not a magic charm but a testament to God's covenant with his people. The chapter also underscores the importance of obedience and faithfulness. The Israelites' defeat was not a reflection of God's weakness, but a consequence of their own sin and disobedience. Their story serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us that God's blessings are contingent upon our faithfulness to His commands. Finally, the foreshadowing of Jesus Christ, the true Ark of Salvation, offers hope and encouragement. Despite our failures and shortcomings, God, in His mercy, provided a way for us to be reconciled to Him through the sacrifice of His Son. Just as the ark brought judgment upon the Philistines, so too did Christ's death bring judgment upon sin, paving the way for our redemption and eternal life. Are you ready for the next chapter? Just click here to go straight to it.